WrestleMania 40 is now in the books, and I can honestly say WrestleMania 40 is a top 3 WrestleMania of all time. No cap. WrestleMania 40 is one of, if not the greatest WrestleManias of all time. Why? Because WrestleMania 40 was pure cinema. I mean, it was just a different vibe. This WrestleMania, both nights felt different. The vibe was different. You can clearly tell that there is a new regime. And finally, we get the rematch of all rematches. A match a year in the making, and Cody fucking Rhodes finish the goddamn story with a great call by Michael Cole. Samantha Irvin, you can hear her voice was cracking as she was announcing Cody Rhodes as the champion. I don't think we've ever gotten that. Michael Cole is crying. I was emotional. I almost broke down and cried, but I kept myself together. For The Rock to coin the phrase Cody Crybabies, I think in that moment, we all became crybabies. There's something about Cody, man, and that story, and it's a culmination, like I said, of Roman and his 4-year domination. A guy who at one time was supposed to be the baby face of the company, but the fans rejected him. And he turned on the fans. He turned on the fans and truly found himself, found his own way. It became the tribal chief, the head of the table, and became one of the most dominant champions in history. Meanwhile, you had Cody Rhodes, who also had to find his own way when he tried everything in his power to go to the main event, but Vince and creative and management never saw anything in Cody in terms of being more than a mid-carder. So he made his own path, went somewhere else, created his own company, created his own persona, found himself, and came back. It became the American Nightmare that everyone respected, loved, and finally, after 2 years of telling a story, which has been more than 2 years, it's been damn near 20 years. After 20 years of a career trying to live up to that Rhodes name, that Dusty Rhodes, one of the greatest of all time name, he finally finished a goddamn story and gave that title to his mama. My God, you don't get no better than that. I had a whole script I had ready to talk about why WrestleMania was special. This is why. This is why. This is why. For years, the man previously in charge never gave the people what they wanted, never truly cared about what the fans wanted. He created shows for himself. Why? Because he did not love professional wrestling. He loved entertainment. Professional wrestling, even wrestling, became a taboo word to say on screen. CM Punk did the pipe bomb. He said, "I am the best wrestler alive today." That was almost, woo! He must really be going off script. I remember before that, Dusty Rhodes, God rest his soul, going back to him, said, "This is all about the love of professional wrestling." I remember Dusty Rhodes saying that at the Hall of Fame back in 2009 and said, well, that's going to give me some heat. Why? Because the man in charge did not care about professional wrestling. And so because he cared more about entertainment, this same man, when he had his biggest competition and Ted Turner called him up saying, "I'm in the wrestling business," and this man says, "Well, great for you because I'm in the entertainment business, but have a good time." Like this previous regime and previous evil mad genius did not care about the wrestling fan. He only cared about entertainment. Not only that, but he was goddamn batshit insane. This man was batshit insane. Respectfully. Like, you had superstar after superstar after superstar after superstar after superstar that was hot, that was on fire, that was over, and he refused to push them when they should have been pushed, and push guys that didn't deserve to be pushed year after year after year. There's so many WrestleManias that I don't care to watch. There might be a match, there might be 2 matches I care about, but there are a lot of WrestleManias that I just can't watch because it just doesn't connect. It doesn't connect. Because instead of giving people what they want, telling a story that the people want, the previous regime in charge only put on matches and stories they cared about and did not care for the fans. But now we have a man in Paul Triple H Levesque. For as much as he has transgressions, as much as he's been a guy that has not always been Mr. Popular backstage when he was a current wrestler, it has a lot of skeletons in his closet as the new head of the table. When it comes to the WWE, when it comes to creative, he's not perfect, but god dang it, we know he loves professional wrestling. We know he cares about the workers. He cares about the fans. He cares about not having a toxic working environment. That also is important when you're watching a product, that you can tell when people are scripted, when people are generally given freedom to be themselves, freedom to truly put on great matches, great promos. We can see it all weekend. People been talking about Paul Heyman. Everybody has been talking about this is a new era. The reason why WrestleMania 40 worked is because we're in a new era, new energy. We finally have a man in charge that truly cares. He cares. He cares, man. He cares. That's why WrestleMania 40 is one of the greatest of all time, because the man in charge cares. Like I said, about his workers, about the story he's telling, about the fans. He cares. And god dang it, the sum of WrestleMania 40, like Michael Cole said to end the night, damn it, I love professional wrestling.
I'm the best. I'm the best in the world.